Good morning. Good morning. Let's try this again. Technology. Right, I'm going to go straight for it. Send request. Dapper and Suave. Send. Sorry about this. And let's have a look.
Good morning.
Are we there? Right. Technology. Don't we love it? I don't know what happened there. Some reason it just threw me out. So hopefully
Hello.
we've got one.
Hello.
Hello. Is it Friday the 13th? No. Right.
This is like deja vu.
It is, isn't it?
I'm so sorry. Right. I don't know what happened. I just
No, it just
totally
just threw me out, which was right. So where is the other lady?
So now we need Alison.
Yes, Alison has just joined. I think
Yeah.
you can.
So she's joined under her personal account. She must have had some issue or something. So that should be her.
Excellent, I think. Right. As if magic. 1, 2, 3.
Yay!
Wow.
As our three places.
Oh, I love this. Oh,
Good morning.
I love. It's like it's live. There's no second whatever. This kind of happened yesterday, but okay, cool. I don't know. Maybe because I was talking in the beginning, maybe I needed to go straight in and invite you. So anyway, how are we all?
We're cool. Thank you.
Good. Right. So let's kick off. I was just saying earlier, if anyone, I'm in two places at the moment. So I'm here live, but I'm also on Surrey Hills Radio. I stepped in yesterday because somebody was ill. So we had a lovely hour chat. It was all about Dapper and Suave curated and all things to do with Dorking, with some musical choices in as well. So we'll be sharing that later so you can all have a listen. It was really great interview with Andy Newbold from Surrey Hills Radio. So I'd just say that, but I will share that later on and listen in and make sure that it's all okay. So welcome to the second 10 at 10 special. We're joined with Lisa and Alison from your local Little Black Book of Surrey. They are doing what they can to support local businesses to shine by having a platform for connecting with their audience through social media and a high quality Little Black Book. So I will start off, and I don't know who's going to answer. It's entirely up to you. So what made you set up your little local Black Book?
Shall I go?
Yeah, basically, we're two friends, share living in, these lovely local towns, but also, relying on sometimes a friend or someone to let you know about what's going on in the area. And we sort of had a coffee and a chat and a Prosecco, and literally we're like, what can we do? We've lived here sort of 21 years and Lisa about 6, and still there's people you walk past on the street and you haven't got a clue what everybody's up to. And this was just a fab way of putting everyone into one little place, in a sort of nice little keepsake book. So that's sort of where we began. And that was like 2 years ago. And yeah, it's been growing and getting better and better each time.
Fantastic. So what do you think makes you different from other publications that are out there?
So I think the personal touch. We're very, very involved with our clients, and we really like to get to know them and their businesses and how we can add value. We don't just take your money and run. We're very involved, and we supportive throughout the whole process. So it's just not a printed advert. We encourage people to continually support you through our social media, and we genuinely care whether it's successful or not. And how we can add value to your business. And we're always thinking outside the box and how we can do other things to help you, whether it's write us a lovely editorial and put it on our website. So we really try and bring that kind of experience, that advertising experience to life.
Yeah.
And I also think as well, we target, local businesses, so we keep it quite niche to where you live. So, even though we plan to expand further in Surrey, the books are always going to be about your local town and your local people, and giving back into your community.
Yep. And obviously at the moment the book is just Reigate and Dorking, isn't it, that you're focusing on at the moment?
Yeah.
So the book started in Reigate, and we also had, we just needed to see how that would go and how receptive it would be. And last edition 4, which is the last book, we then joined forces with Dorking, and I think that really proved to be very popular. And given that the two towns are a 10-minute drive between each other, we have to be mindful that businesses cannot continue just on the same footfall. So we're just trying to encourage, Reigate businesses and Reigate people to go to Dorking and vice versa. I'm just going to say there as well, what's great about the book is, I mean, there's so much now that we rely on social media, which your social media presence, but there is just something really lovely about a magazine, a book. It's just having something to hold and touch, flick through. You can have it as a reference guide as well. And what's great, obviously it gets sent by Royal Mail as well to, is it 31,000 homes around the area?
So the delivery is over it's like 31,248 homes, something precise like that. But you've got areas like Kingswood, Westcott, so it's Reigate, Dorking predominantly, but everywhere in between, and the little outskirts as well. So we tried to give us a sort of as best delivery as possible.
Cool, fantastic.
Over to you, Rob.
Yeah, so just interesting. Obviously, we've had that little coffee. We've not quite got to Prosecco yet, but starting with just interesting if you talk us through a bit of your background of what you've done historically that's brought you to here.
So for myself, I worked for years for Clarins in marketing and sales and merchandising and things like that. And then I've worked in a local boutique in Reigate. So, having that sort of interaction with your local community. But at the same time, everybody in your town might know that place. But when you go to Dorking, they might not know that place. So I think it just it reiterated sort of working on the high street. And I've obviously worked behind the scenes, marketing a product and launches and things like that, that you just can't underestimate that not everybody knows what you do. And I think, sometimes people think, oh, well, people know me, they must know what I do. But actually, people just pass one another on the street. And I think that's where we sort of came together on this, let's get this book where someone can put what they do and reach local people. So that was sort of my background and how I sort of came into it. And then Lisa, obviously, what you do.
So my career, as it was, so I worked for Citibank in Canary Wharf for 10, 11 years. And I headed up the UK service centre. So that was anything from payroll, recruitment, maternity, lots of internal project management. So very varied managerial role. And then I had my children, and things change. And they were actually relocating my department to Belfast. So they asked me if I would go to Belfast and head it up. And it was just very unfortunate that I'd just moved from Belfast to London 10 years prior. So so I didn't want to go back. So I had my two boys who are now coming 7 and coming 9. And I left Citibank. And I actually ran a painting and decorating company for a while, because I very bizarrely was obviously at home with nothing to do with the kids. When I say nothing to do, you know, you know what I mean. And I thought, well, how could I use my project management skills? So we had a decorating company in and come and do our nursery, and they did such a botched job that I made a flippant comment to my husband, I could do better myself. So that's what I did. I set up a business, and I did that for 5 years, and then we moved to Reigate, and it just wasn't going to work with the commuting and all the rest of it. So then I met Alison, and you know, we really wanted to support local and get involved with where we have chosen to bring up our children. And yeah, we felt that we didn't know what was around, and this is what we came up with, Your Local Little Black Book. So this is our new kind of venture that we've been working on the last couple of years.
Wow, that's fab. It's really interesting. That's not a question we'd asked either of you before. So that's
yeah, it is interesting.
I have to say, boys, I've done lots of different things, but I thought I can't tell you all the different things I've done. It would take too long, so I just kept it to those two main points.
That'll be a whole new specialist. So I'm going to hand back over to Jason for a few more questions for you.
Yeah, it's really nice. There's some really nice comments that are popping up and saying how classy the book is and how your social media is, things like that. People have asked about Instagram, but we'll go through that later. But obviously, after this, when it goes out, you can see all the links to your Little Black Book as well. So your local Little Black Book. We'll be able to share that with everyone who's watching, but it's here there for everyone as well. So just want to ask, I mean, it's quite with last year, what have been your challenges throughout kind of the last year and kind of this year as well?
Yeah, so for us, you know, obviously we put our last edition out, and then literally we hit lockdown. And you know, we were, for ourselves, really disappointing, obviously, for all those businesses that had gone into the book with Christmas coming and everything. It was pretty dire. But basically we thought, okay, well, let's use this time, let's, you know, work on other options, keeping everything live from people's homes. So in a weird way, the book arrived sort of as everyone was at home. So it was in a way quite good, because people had time to look at it. They weren't going out the door to commute and doing all of those things. So a lot of people then started to get more involved, and we got great feedback on the book because people were seeing it a lot more at home. So we then sort of got together and decided, right, we're going to use this time. We relaunched the website, introduced the business hub. You know, we've sort of been working behind the scenes on lots of different things and lots of angles to sort of promote. You know, yes, we love our print, and it's great to have that lovely book in your hand, but also we re-engage you throughout the season with all the business hub and the bits going on social media. So yeah, it's been really, really busy. I'm sure Lisa would like to add some bits as well, but yeah, we haven't been idle at all.
No, not at all.
Yeah, if anything, you know, I think it's just made us more determined, you know, to really, you know, make this successful for everybody. And you know, we're very passionate about what we do, and we genuinely, you know, it kind of broke our hearts that, you know, people went into the book and then it's a lockdown, and you know, you're starting your stuff. And I mean, we had actually 3 editions that went out last year, and how we did that with a start stop I've actually no idea, but we did, and people really loved it and were very supportive of what we were doing. So yeah, I think the challenges over the last 12 years.
You're aging yourself. It feels like it.
It does. Just as Ali said, you know, I think we go to print 5 weeks before the book's actually delivered. So to manage that is quite tricky. So, you know, we're on to Royal Mail, then we're off to Royal Mail, then we're changing the times, and we're doing, you know, so there was a lot of things behind the scenes for us. But it gave us some time to revamp the website, and we created our digital business hub. So, you know, as Ali said, our print's always our baby, but, you know, not everybody wants that. And we wanted to give the full kind of local marketing package. So we've got print, we've got digital, we've got social media. And funny enough, everyone seems to like a bit of everything, which is great.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it is, isn't it? I think we've all learned to adapt and change through the last sort of year. It's almost kind of, okay, this is what's happening now, and you need to go with it, you know, have a plan A, B, C, and D, you know, all of those different, you know, concepts. Even this year, we're still like, what if? A question I was going to ask, but I think kind of some of it you've already said, but if there is anything missed, I was just going to ask, how has your business grown and changed since you started? So you might just want to bullet point how you've kind of the different things that now you have on your website, just so that everyone's aware of what new things you have.
Yes, so I'll do 3, and Lisa does 3. So yeah, one would be our business hub, local stories. That's something people can share, something really uplifting and motivating for the area. And then, you know, something else we've introduced is like a connect. So people who are in our book, they can give us monthly information, and we can send that out to everybody who's signed up on the website. So that's sort of like 3 new things that we've added during this time. But Lisa can then give you some more.
Over to you. Can you hear her?
Oh, I can't hear
there we go.
you.
Right.
Try that again.
Can you hear me now?
That's better, that's better.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I think just, you know, given where we've come from, you know, a couple of sketches of a logo in my kitchen, you know, so getting the first book out, you know, what a relief that was. And now we've grown to, you know, include the Reigate and Dorking combination. We had a woeful, I'm first to say, it's an absolute woeful website prior to December. So, you know, that's a change for us. You know, it's a big investment. And, you know, technical things aren't for me, and I don't think for Ali, as you've obviously found out this morning when we're trying to log in. But, you know, I think the website is a massive thing for us. And I say the connect, and, you know, we've got some new initiatives coming out. We launched just to support some charities and businesses at Christmas that were closed. We thought, look, all of these businesses have this stock in their shops. How are they going to tell people what they've got? So we created the gift ideas, where we donate 50% to charity. Wow. And I think so far since December, we've raised nearly £1,100.
Wow, that's amazing.
You know, and that's businesses paying half and us donating. So, you know, it's when you think about everything that we have been doing, we've come a long way, and you know, we've got more things up our sleeve to come, and it's just keeping people engaged and knowing what's going on. And you know, as Ali said, the connect's a big thing as well. You know, there's, as everyone with a business knows, or a startup business knows, you know, there's so much you've got to learn along the way.
Yeah.
And that takes time. And so we finally feel like we're finding our feet, and, you know, we're in a good position to grow, which hopefully we'll be doing later on this year.
Fantastic.
Cool. Over to you, Rob.
So the next question was going to be about why you enjoy running YLBB, as I shorten it to. I think the way that you've talked about connecting businesses and getting that whole kind of like, this person does this, you need to find out about it. I think probably the next question to move on to, though, would just be about who's your support network. Is there anybody else in the team that you'd like to shout out? Who makes up that network for you?
Yeah, so a massive part of our team is Katie Alexander, and she's at Gladstone Design. She does all our artwork. We drive her insane when we're about to go to print. Poor girl. But yeah, she's been a huge part of sort of how the book looks, and, you know, she just gets what we think. You just sort of say something and, you know, she gets it. She's got a brilliant eye. She's very, very talented girl. And then, you know, there's lots of other people we've worked with, brilliant local illustrators. Johnny Fivey's one. You know, loads of people who have come into the book to help make it just more vibrant. And then I'm sure Lisa can tell you on the print side who else
so
we have.
we try to keep everything local, and you know, we engage with local bloggers. So you know, we're going to have some nice blogs coming in some of the books. Our printer, which is 4Print, and they're based he's in Brookham. So you know, we try and keep everything kind of local, and where we can see, you know, an opportunity to invite somebody, as I say, we've got Flossie coming in the next book, you know, and these are all where we're engaging local illustrators or artists and kind of saying, look, you know, have a spotlight, have, you know, have a place in our book to shine. So you know, we try our best to include as many people locally as possible to bring different elements to the book. So we, you know, as I say, we've got some things coming, which I see Flossie has just done some nice hearts there. That's Flossie Hunt illustration will be in our next book.
That's
She's
it.
doing some beautiful flowers for us to make it a little bit more spring summerish.
That sounds fab. I think it's lovely, that kind of spotlighting and the building the strengths off of each other. I think there's some similarities with how Curated works and how you guys work. And I think that's
Definitely.
exciting with today. So back to you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what you said there is totally right about just getting the right mix of people that are local as well. So one of the questions that I wanted to ask, it was, how can local businesses get in touch to get involved in the book? And also, if you can just let us know different ways that they can advertise. I mean, obviously there's, you know, the pages and little things like that, because obviously financial and that, there are different ways for everyone to get involved in the book. So if you could just let us know a bit more about that, that would be amazing.
Yeah. So basically, you know, we try to offer something for every size of business, from a startup to an established, you know, so it's not at all where it's just for one type of person. So, you know, we start from sort of like our service directory. You can advertise and be in the book for as little as £50. And then you know, work up from a quarter page, a half page or a full page. You know, we have some editorial features. We do, you know, we try and keep it as visual as possible, so it's attractive to look at. But then we also now have packages, so you know, you can do just a service directory and that's absolutely fine, or you can do a print and a digital and have the hub. So there's lots of different options and price brackets to try and suit everybody, really. I'm sure Lisa can now tell you how to get in touch with us and find out a bit more, because we're soon going to print in the beginning of April.
So we're really, really excited for this edition, and you know, we cannot express, you know, that this is a partnership. It's a two-way street. So you know, businesses support us. We're a local business too, and we're very grateful when people, you know, say, you know, we believe in what you're doing and we love the book and we want to be involved. And you know, so we do see it as a partnership, and it's you know, it's not taken for granted that, you know, when people get involved, you know, we're very grateful too for the support. So we've got our spring summer edition, which is going to be hitting doorsteps the week commencing the 17th of May. And we will be going to print around the 10th, 12th of April. So there's still some time to be involved. So if anybody would like to know how to have your business feature in the print, you can drop us an email at hello@yllbb.co.uk, and we'll give some information on how to do that after. So yeah, just get in touch with us. There is limited spots left now, but you know, there is spots available, and we would love to hear from any new business that would like some further exposure in the local area.
Fantastic. That's really great. I mean, one thing that Curated, you know, we sort of focus on are the businesses that aren't on the high street, and also, you know, there's businesses that want to get involved as well. You know, I really shout about that, you know, there are businesses that don't have a presence, that, you know, but they are businesses, and any of the, you know, curated as well, even if this issue or the next issue, you know, please get in touch with the girls. There will be, you know, Dapper and Suave and Curated do have a page this, and we're really excited to see that. It's really, we looked as well of, you know, we sat down about our advertising, and we knew straight away, meeting you girls, that the book was right for us. It's just really, you know, it's top quality, and that's what, you know, Curated and Dapper and Suave are about. Anything else anyone would like to say? Or
Yeah, I think just what you said there about businesses that don't have a high street presence. I think,
yeah,
you know, this is a platform for everybody, whether you're
Exactly.
working in your bedroom, you know, you've got a little shed at the bottom of your garden, and you know, we feel for those businesses, because where, you know, how do they get seen? And I know Facebook and Facebook ads and Google and stuff is you know, is obviously very valuable and works, but not everybody's on social media. And you know, as I say, the feedback we've got is, as you say, it's a quality book that stays in the home, and people refer back to it, and you know, get quite excited when they know another one's coming to add to the little pack.
yeah.
I know I've got mine lined up in my bookcase.
We have.
So yeah, it really is for everybody, and we've tried to make it inclusive to every budget, every business, every size. So, you know, do get in touch, because even for the service directory at £50, it's worth, you know, take a punt, get involved. It goes to 31,248 homes.
Yeah.
There we go.
And there we go.
Get
You're
in
building
there.
more as we speak. Right. No, that's been really good. Just getting to know a bit more about you as well as a business, and you know, how you've come to be YOLBB. There we go.
Yeah,
Saying
you
it
got
fully. Yeah. So yeah, please do get in touch with the ladies. Like I say, on their Instagram, they've always got all their details. So if you didn't catch the email and their phone number, it's all there. You can find that information, and we'll be putting that when we put the video up as well. And obviously, watching this as well, it will go on to our website in conversation on our YouTube. So anything that you want to, you know, have a listen to again, please do so. So yeah, really great to see you both, and like I say, we will be meeting soon when we can for that glass of prosecco. And
Absolutely.
yeah, or a bottle
Absolutely.
or two.
Or a bottle. We can't wait.
Yeah, lovely to see you again, and have a lovely weekend, and
Thank you.
bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye bye.
Bye.
Oh. Bye. There we go.